Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from the channel Redolescence, and thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your support, and in today's video I'm very excited to be talking to you about 3 fragrances by 2 different companies. These are brands that I have used in the past and I absolutely love them, and they are called Tiziana Terenzi and Parfums de Marly. One of them is an Italian brand, the other one is a French brand. Now, this video is brought to you by the Fragrance Group. They were very kind to provide me with these fragrances, so a very special thank you goes to them. And this is in collaboration with the upcoming website, soavantgarde.com. I will be leaving the links down below. The website does launch in September, but I had a chance to take a look at the full lineup of the brands that they're going to be carrying, and it's quite an impressive list. A lot of companies and brands that I have dealt with personally and that I absolutely love. So in this video, we have 3 fragrances. They are called Orion, Whitefire, and Darcy. Now, the reason why I'm talking about these 3 fragrances in particular today is because they all fall under the woodsy classification. So with fragrance classifications, we have the gourmands, which are sweet. We have the chypres, which is a French word meaning cypress. And then we have the fougères, among others. And these, of course, woodsy, you guessed it, they contain woodsy notes. So we're talking about sandalwood, guaiac wood, cedarwood, agarwood, also known as oud. The list goes on. And all of these have a woodsy presence, but despite that, they're not overtly masculine. I personally feel that they're all unisex, despite the fact that one of them is marketed for women. And I also think that they would wear really well in the summertime, because they do last a long time. A couple of them are extrait de parfum, which means they're very concentrated in their aromatic compound content. But I think that because of the compositional nature and the other ingredients involved, they could work really well in the summertime. Now, the first fragrance that I would like to talk about is by Tiziana Terenzi, and it's called Orion. Now, I had the opportunity of meeting the perfumer on several occasions. His name is Paolo Terenzi. He is such a stand-up individual. He's very skilled and very talented at his craft. He even mixed oils in front of me, and he knows what he's doing. And I love communicating with him every time I have the opportunity to. And with this first one, it contains an opening introduction of pineapple and birch. The birch provides a nice smoky quality to the composition, but it's not overly smoky, so it's not overtly masculine. And the pineapple, it's slightly fruity, it's bright, and it's effervescent, and it has a familiar aura about it, but it just lures you in. I think it's all unified and tied in together really well with that woodsy base. I think this is a composition very well done. I can't wait to wear it more in the summertime. The second fragrance that I would like to talk about is also by Tiziana Terenzi, and it's called Whitefire. The prominent woodsy element in this one is sandalwood. And sandalwood is a woodsy note that is known to have a creamy, sweet nuance about it. And I think that that works really well and hand in hand with the opening note of jasmine. Jasmine is one of the most concentrated notes in this composition, in my opinion. And what I like about it is that despite the fact that it's partnered up with the note of musk, it's not overly animalistic or animalic. It's not indolic, but it's rather clean, floral, enveloping, and it has a sensual introduction. And I think that's what I like about the third fragrance here as well, Darcy. The sensual component in this one is the note of rose. Now, rose is worn a lot in the Middle East by men and women alike. And I think the notes in here, like the patchouli and the rose and the musk, they're fairly unisex. But what I like about this is that woodsy base that it drives down to that really makes it stand apart. Another thing that I would like to mention about the woodsy base in all 3 of these fragrances is that woody notes are base notes. They're comprised of a larger molecular structure. They are used as fixatives in fragrances, which means they prolong the duration or the longevity of the fragrance. So all of these are going to give you 8+ hours, and that personally has been my experience with all Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, all Parfums de Marly fragrances. These are 2 great companies. I even had the opportunity of meeting Nicolas Perrat when he came to New York City, and he too is a stand-up individual. He is one of the nicest people that I've ever come across in the industry. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a quick review of 3 fragrances by 2 different companies, one Italian, one French. These are wonderful houses that I highly recommend you check out. And once again, you may do so at soavantgarde.com. It's a brand new website. They have a lot of hard-to-find niche brands. All the links for purchase are going to be down below. It does launch in September, and I'm so excited about it. Like I said, I had a chance and a sneak peek to view the complete roster of all the brands that they carry, and there are some brands that I've been wearing for years, and I'm so glad that they're now consolidated and they can all be found at one hub or one location, as it were. So thank you once again for tuning in, and a very special thank you goes out to the Fragrance Group for making this video possible by providing me with these fragrances. It really means a lot to me. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.